Our Daily Bread Publishing presents Holy Care for the Whole Self, Biblical Wisdom for Mental and Spiritual Well-Being. Written by Laura L. Smith and narrated by Sarah DeMay.
Introduction. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a regular girl, wife, mom of 4, daughter, sister, friend, and Jesus lover trying to juggle my relationships and my writing, and maintaining a home and tending to all the to-dos. Some days I'm living my best life, and some days I feel stressed, worried, fearful, overwhelmed, or plain tired. And then there are days when I get frozen in my tracks, when my heart races, when I have 1,000,008 thoughts and am terrified to speak any of them, when I jump at seemingly nothing or wake up screaming from my sleep. Rationally, I know Jesus is with me on those days, and that he has my best interests in mind, that he protects me, loves me, and is so powerful he can take down anything that comes my way. But sometimes my body or mind forgets these truths and responds irrationally. Psychologists have determined that our early years are formative years. As a little girl, I craved love and approval from someone who mattered to me so much. Turns out their actions made me feel like I wasn't good enough. I believed some bad choices they made were because of me. That's how my little girl self saw things. This warped my views of relationships and of myself. I internalized a feeling that I was a walking, talking disappointment to those around me and to God. It damaged my mental health. I didn't know it, because that was just my life, the one I lived. The lens I looked through was the only one I had. I didn't know mine was all smudgy and the wrong prescription. I had no idea other people were looking through less distorted lenses. At some point in my 30s, I realized damage had been done that impacted many of my decisions and perceptions. I started opening up with my husband, who was my most trusted friend. It was both terrifying and freeing to speak my thoughts out loud. Brett kindly and gently asked if I wanted to see a counselor, to which I responded, "No, I'm fine," and fully believed it. I have such a happy life, despite some scars from childhood. I've been over the top blessed with a loving husband and wonderful kids. I have such a happy life. Despite some scars from childhood, I've been over the top blessed with a loving husband and wonderful kids. I find peace and strength daily in Jesus and his unconditional love for me. I've done a lot of work digging into my Bible, spending hours in prayer, and having deep conversations with Brett, who sees my best and worst and loves me the same, to relearn who I am and what matters most. I've come a very long way from the fragile little girl and the teenage and college-aged young woman who was desperate for love and felt she had to prove herself to everyone all the time. A handful of years back, my close friend Sheena started seeing a Christian counselor. While on a walk together one chilly morning, she shared with me how free she felt and proceeded to literally spin in a circle, arms extended. Sheena knew some pieces from my past, and as we talked and walked along a trail littered with fallen leaves, she suggested counseling might also help me. Her words penetrated. Sure, my husband had suggested counseling before, but for some reason this time, the idea stuck. Maybe I should. Now, a few years into my counseling journey, I realize it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. Yes, I'd made progress, grown, and healed a lot over the years through prayer and confiding in my husband and learning how to care for myself. But there was so much more available to me. Like my friend, I now feel free. Not every day, not all the time, but in a way I never knew what was available before. Counseling has given me language for events that happened to me, for things I've experienced, for ways I react and cope. Counseling has given me fresh ways to pray for my healing and my future. It's given me tools for when I get into situations that trigger unhealthy emotions and responses, and footholds to stand on when things feel unsteady. Counseling has opened my eyes, showing me things
Sample complete. Ready to continue?